I don't think I'm alone when I say that Control, which is Remedy's newest game, is certainly one that many of us absolutely love. We can't wait to see what future maybe DLC that comes out, as well as, of course, continuations of this franchise moving forward. Well, guys, I wanted to present the question here in this segment of the show about, will we see a Control 2, and when might we actually see the continuation of Remedy's very popular Control game? So let's talk about it. In an article, guys, written by Matt Wales of Eurogamer, Remedy confirms it has 3 games in the works alongside this year's Control DLC. So, including a mystery title as well as a live service game. Control developer Remedy Entertainment has confirmed that it is currently working on and has 3 games in the works, 2 of which it's discussed previously, including its own spin on the live service model, and a third which remains a tantalizing mystery. The news comes via Remedy's latest financial report, in which CEO Tero Virtala revealed that the majority of the studio's 31.6 million euros revenue in 2019 was unsurprisingly generated by its superb paranormal shooter Control, alongside additional contributions from Alan Wake. Looking to the future, Virtala reconfirmed that one team at Remedy is currently focused on creating the 2 previously announced paid expansions for Control, with both due to release sometime this year, and that 3 other teams are also working on their own projects. The first of these is a single-player story campaign for South Korean developer Smilegate Entertainment's first-person shooter Crossfire X, an enormously popular series in China and Southeast Asia. We'll finally see the light of day on Xbox One later this year. Now, Remedy's second new title, currently going by the name of Vanguard, has also been known about in general terms, at least for some time. Now, what is it? Well, Vanguard is Remedy's attempt at creating long-term service-based multiplayer experiences that combine some of the studio's unique game features. And Virtala says this particular project has reached the point where its first internally playable development version now exists. As for Remedy's third and currently unannounced title, all we know is that it's based on the company's own game brands and is proceeding well. Now, is that going to be the next Control 2, this unannounced title? It's hard to say, guys. Part of me thinks it is, part of me thinks it actually isn't. No additional clues were forthcoming, but the fact that publishing rights for a certain Sleepless novelist have now reverted to Remedy, coupled with solid speculation that the studio is currently laying the groundwork for his return via Control later this year. And there will likely be quite a few Alan Wake fans holding their breath for project's eventual reveal. So, let's talk about this. So, guys, obviously, I think there's a real want for Alan Wake to return. There's obviously people who want to just see the continuation of Control. For me personally, I would probably say I'd like to see a continuation of Control. Not that Alan Wake isn't good, but I would actually like to see both these games actually come out at some point. I think Remedy did a really good job with Control. Alan Wake, of course, is another one that I think has, very special, mechanics and things of that nature. It's a special title and a very passionate fan base as well. So I would actually like to see both these titles greenlit. I'm very interested to know what it is that they're working on from the standpoint of a live service model and live service game as a whole, which could be more of a multiplayer experience. I've stated, guys, that I thought Control would be really great as a multiplayer experience, whether it was like just you playing with your friends, going against like waves of enemies, like in a PvE setting, or, actually having PvP, and your characters are able to, of course, upgrade and have upgradable abilities and a lot of just earnable items and things of that nature. But I don't know if it's going to be Control that they're making as a live service game, if it's going to be one of their other, popular franchises that they're working on, or if it's going to be something completely new. Whether it's going to be a battle royale or if it's going to be just, a live service game similar to that of like the Avengers or something. It's really hard to say what it is that they're technically working on at this point, but I want to see a continuation of Control. I truly believe, guys, that Control is one of their most ambitious, but it's really one of those projects that has completely paid off for them in a major way. And I think it would be a very bad move if they decide not to continue the Control franchise moving forward. Alan Wake is another one I think as well, but Control, with how much popularity it had, on top of the simple fact of the matter of how many sales, and how many copies that they sold of Control, it makes way more sense to continue Control. Alan Wake, though, I would love to see a continuation of that as well. But who knows, guys? I mean, they're working on 3 different projects at this point. Obviously, you got Control and the DLC, which have already been announced. And of course, there was some backlash with Control and, their Ultimate Edition, or one of the editions, moving into the Xbox, Series X and the PS5, which raised a lot of, backlash and such. But nonetheless, they're still working on things with Control. And so I don't think that they're done with the shelf life of Control as of yet. I would say that probably at some point next year, they very well may announce Control 2. Maybe it'll be in a couple of years. It's hard to say. But they're definitely working on some things, some of those being very much so secretive that we don't know about. Whether it's Alan Wake, whether it's Control, I would love to hear from you guys. What do you guys think in the comment section down below? Do you want to see the next unannounced title be Control, or do you want it to be Alan Wake, or would you rather just see both of them continue in some form or way? Let me know what you guys think, and for more Control 2 content and videos, stay here with Zero TV.